Hey, everybody, and welcome back. It's another Saints podcast, and I hope you're having a great time watching these because we're having a really fun time recording them. Be sure you check out the description below this video on information on how to win a scholarship. Yeah, that's right. Got a description. Check out the description and find out what you need to do to win a scholarship from Seward County Community College. I promise it's pretty easy, all right? So this is probably the podcast that you have been waiting for. I know I've got a lot of requests for this one, and I'm glad they're in the studio. I have here today with me the nursing department from Allied Health. Hey, ladies, what's going on?
Hey.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. And like I said, I knew this one, everybody's been asking for this one because, you know, nursing, one of the biggest programs, and everybody has just a ton of questions. So if you guys would just kind of go around the table and introduce yourselves, you know, your name, title, kind of how long you've been here at Seward County.
Hi, I'm Susan Ingland, and I am the director of the Allied Health Nursing Program. And I have been teaching and directing somewhere in long 13 years, hit and miss.
I'm Amanda Coffey. I'm an RN, and I work under teaching with Susan. This is my very first year doing this, so I'm a newbie. But I have been a nurse since 2003. Most of my career has been with women's health in some form or fashion. So.
Okay. I am Chynessa Myers, and I'm also a nursing instructor. And this is my 4th year here at Seward County Community College. And I like to hang out with the LPN students. It's my place. So
Very, very cool. So you guys have been here, you know, for quite a long time and checking out the nursing program. So can you guys just tell me just kind of an overview of the nursing program here at Seward County Community College?
Well, as an overview, I can probably speak to that. I am a Saints alumni. Yay, go Saints. And I graduated from the Seward County Nursing Program while I went through the level 1 portion in 1996, probably before these two were even, they were little children then. And I graduated with my ability to take my NCLEX for my RN in 1997, and I've been practicing nursing since then. At that time, you know, the nursing department was overseen by Steve Hecox, and we have lots of lovely memories of him and the nursing faculty then. It was down in the old Epworth building downtown. And so we feel so blessed and fortunate to finally be here on campus and working out of the Colvin Family Center for Allied Health. Great, tremendous opportunity for our students today.
Yeah, that nice brand new building over there. That's amazing. Love it. Love it. So that's kind of an overview of the program. So one of the things that I really want to get into, because I know this is what we have just a lot of confusion on, is the application process for the nursing program. So I know a lot of people, whenever they apply to Seward County, you know, they want to get into nursing, but that's a separate process.
Absolutely. And so once a student begins taking their prerequisite courses for the nursing program, the required courses that we require are English Comp 1, General Psychology, and Anatomy and Physiology. Those 3 have to be completed prior to coming into the nursing program. Our application process begins November 1st and it concludes January 31st. So oftentimes students will pick up a packet, complete that, and then submit it, you know, at an earlier time before the deadline.
All right. So when was the deadline again for the nursing application process?
January 31st.
January 31st. And that would be for the fall cohort, correct?
That is correct.
So if you are planning on coming in, you need to have those prerequisite courses. So what were those prerequisite courses again? English Comp, I know Anatomy, Physiology.
And General Psych.
And General Psych.
Yes.
So you have to have those done before you can apply to the nursing program.
That is correct. We highly encourage it. Sometimes students may be in the process of taking them, and if they are, you know, then it may not be applied toward that actual application when they're trying to get in. So it's important that they try to get those out of the way. And then the other courses that we require are nutrition, English Comp 2 or speech, microbiology, and developmental psych. Yes.
Yeah. So are there any other courses that you really recommend that a student have before they apply to nursing?
And then when they test for course placement, they need to test at the beginning algebra level, or, you know, or above, obviously, but we require that they at least be at the beginning algebra.
Mm-hmm. As far as your question about the other courses we recommend them taking,
Yeah.
it usually does help them if they come in with some CNA or CMA experience. So I know we do have a really strong program here at the college for CNA, CMA, and that seems to help students just be really comfortable with patient care and with some of the skills that we teach them, especially those first few weeks heading into it, and just they're just a lot more confident in themselves, it seems, coming in. They don't have to have that experience, but we do get a lot of feedback from students saying that has really been helpful for them. We don't require that, but it is a suggestion we give to students who are trying to fill some of their class schedules. Another one that seems to help is something like medical terminology. I think they can take that through Educan or here on campus. That one also helps with some of the language, I think, learning the medical professional language.
Yeah, medical terms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we in admissions we tell people that, hey, it's CNA, CMA. It's a good idea because it's points for the nursing application, and it also kind of gives you that idea if that's what you want to do. Because if you can do the CNA stuff, at that level, then nursing is probably going to be right for you.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was a CNA before I went to nursing school. I don't know about the two of you. I've also heard from Lexi Honey, who teaches in Surge Tech. She was a CNA. I think Arlette Austin, who teaches in RT, she was a CNA. So it's not just for nursing, but if there's that interest in healthcare in general, that does seem to be a really great place to get your foot in the door and figure out if that's something that they would even like.
Yeah, and it
So.
helps them to determine, hey, maybe there's another field in allied health that I would rather pursue. Dr. Campbell was even a CNA at one point in time, and she made that decision. That was not what she wanted to do, and she wanted a career in medical laboratory technology. So there's so many other fields in allied health that are open and opportunities for students to, dive into.
Very, very cool. And some of the other ones, like I said, I want Janae and Lexi and everybody to come in too to kind of talk about their programs eventually. But as far as nursing goes, nursing specifically, so what are some of the courses that students are going to be learning during the course of the program, and like the hands-on elements that really kind of hands-on teaching that you guys do?
I'm going to let Chynessa carry that one because we are so excited. We just were approved by the Kansas State Board of Nursing for a new curriculum revision, and so we're really thrilled, and we'll be starting on that in the fall of 2021. So Chynessa, take away.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah. What's up, Chynessa? Let's hit me.
Well, like I said, I like to hang out with the LPN students. So that means that whole first level, they spend with me and with Amanda, although probably 75% with me, 25% with you. And so in that very first semester, we do a lot of hands-on stuff. That's when a majority of our hands-on learning happens. So we learn how to pass meds. We learn how to do head-to-toe assessments. We learn how to put in Foleys, give shots. We even started IVs, and actually that was the one and only thing they did practice on each other was the IV starts. So as far as needles go, we don't let them just give needles to each other, because I know that question does come up
I was going to say,
a
are you
lot.
guys over there poking each other with needles? Is that what's going on?
Hey, that's not the way to do it. You do it like this, right? Yeah, and so, the students do use their stethoscopes a lot on each other and learn how to figure out what they should be hearing and listening for. And it's just a really great time. We have a lot of mannequins we use, and that's been a really big tool that has helped our students a lot is the simulators that we have.
Simulation center has been phenomenal.
Oh
has
yeah,
been.
yeah. Tell me about the simulation center, because hey, you go in the new Allied Health building and it's all set up and it's all just super cool looking. Yeah, tell me more about the simulations.
We have several different simulators. We have several mannequins that are male, and of course, sometimes they have to be female because we don't have a female, except the mom that delivers a baby. And so, they're set up to be healthy, but they're also set up to where we can change the computer program to where they're sick. Maybe they're in AFib or VFib or all those different types of cardiac problems, or they're in respiratory arrest. Just anything you can think of, we pretty much can replicate in that mannequin. And our mom that we have, which is my baby, because that's obese, my favorite, she actually can deliver babies. The students are able to go in and actually do like exams on her, and it's just really neat because they're able to get their hands on and see it kind of in real life But again, it's still just a mannequin. They're not so afraid it's not a real person. But it's definitely neat to see them have that experience. And we also are getting a new pediatric simulator that will be a child for this next year. Hopefully. That's our plan. And so being able to just, assess a child, sometimes that is scary, just like with a pregnant mom. They just don't know really how to interact. And so having a simulator that is a child, then they're able to actually kind of interact and kind of get over that, being fearful of doing that.
Yeah, and we were over there the other day. I had a group from top of Texas, if I remember correctly, going through Allied Health, and Janae was kind of talking about that. One of the girls was asking about a pediatric specialty, and we're like, well, imagine it's hard enough, like doing those like procedures on a full size adult. Imagine trying to do those on a baby, man. That's kind of scary.
And kids fight. Adults
Yes.
kind of they'll cooperate, but kids fight. So
Yes.
that always makes it more challenging too.
Yes.
But I think the cool thing about the simulation lab, because I do spend a lot of time there with my students too, we call it our safe space.
Yeah.
Because it's a great place to learn. We want you to practice as much as you can and as much as you feel that you need till you're comfortable with the procedure. And so if that means you do it 10 times before you're ready, you do it 10 times before you're ready. And everything's there and available for you to do that. And if you make a mistake, we want you to do it there in the lab where we can see it and discuss it. And you aren't dealing with a person before you actually go and do that procedure on a human being. So that's kind of our joke. We call it the safe space. We have a safe word,
Yeah.
Things like that, just to kind of help get them prepared for practice.
Right.
Yeah.
And the mannequins themselves, that technology is insane.
It is.
They can do
amazing.
everything a person can do and then some. So if the patient on the mannequin needs oxygen, they will continue to decline with their condition and their status until the students put oxygen on the patient, and then they'll start to get better the way a person would in a real life setting. So it's kind of neat that they can see how that changes and improves with
They're programmed to
time.
have a physiological response that's similar to that of a human. It's amazing.
Yeah. Just really cool stuff going on there. I love checking out the sim labs. And if you're over there by yourself, walking by one of those beds, and does it ever scare you guys whenever you're over there?
No.
No, I think we're used to them.
Okay.
Only when there's no one else in the
Well, there's
building,
someone
right?
else, okay. That makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Over at the old building, of course, we got this new amazing, Colvin Family Center for Allied Health. But over the old Epworth building, those halls were all kind of dark and a little quiet. And you're like, who was that? All right. So going through the nursing program, what sort of degrees and certifications can students earn through our nursing program?
Well, that's a great question, and we have a bi-level program, and what that means is the level 1, it's a 10-month coursework, and at the end of that 10 months, they are eligible to sit for their NCLEX PN, and it is a certificate program, and they will receive a certificate of completion at the end of the first level, and then they come back at the end of the second level. They are eligible to sit for their NCLEX RN, and it's a 2-year associate degree program, and they at the end of that second year they receive an associate of applied science for the work that they've done.
Cool. So like I said, the first year is kind of an LPN, and then second year is like their ADN.
That is correct.
Yeah, their associate degree of nursing. Very cool. And that's it takes about 2 years from entry into the nursing program.
That is correct.
Okay. So all told, if somebody comes in, no credits, no nothing, it can take them optimally about 3 years.
That is correct.
Okay.
And and it is a highly competitive process, the application process. And while they are highly disappointed if they do not come into the program when they plan on it, we want to work with them and encourage them, and prepare them academically so that they are prepared to do an RN to BSN program at the completion of our program. And those programs require other general education courses. And so what we do as nursing faculty advisors, we encourage them to enroll in general education courses right here at Seward that would be accepted at those other universities that they can complete their bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool. So I think just one of the last things I think we kind of have to talk about here is just, working after college opportunities. We're talking about nursing here, so I'm sure there are just hundreds and thousands of opportunities.
Yes, we actually have many of our local hospitals, nursing homes that will actually come in and meet with the students on a yearly basis just to kind of encourage them, show them the opportunities they have in their facility, and let them see what the different areas that they could potentially work in. There's so many aspects of nursing. It's not just patient care, but it also is casework, home health. There's so much other areas of nursing that there is available.
And I had a student ask me the other day about like being a nurse on international flights or something. Have you heard about anything like that? Where a flying nurse for the most part.
Other than flight nurses on our local area, like Apollo or Life Team, no, I haven't. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Huh.
Yeah. But even here, I mean, I hear the students sometimes say, well, this is a small town, there's just not much opportunity. And I hate hearing them say that because even though this might be a small town and we might be a very rural area as a whole, there is so many nursing opportunities.
Yes.
So many. I mean, they work in the plants. I know there's nurses at National Beef. They work in the community. Thanks to COVID, everybody knows what the health department is and what they're doing.
Right.
And now with all the vaccinations, I mean, everything, there's just been even more opportunity through the pandemic, I think, that has arose for nursing
And our
and
program
beyond
is,
in our program.
And our program is so supported by our local clinical sites. I mean, our local hospital and nursing homes and the local school system. I mean,
Yeah.
just everybody has helped our program in some way and helped our students, with their clinical experiences. We feel very supported in our community, and the students have so many opportunities open and available for them to practice nursing.
It never fails, whatever clinical site they're at. They're always like, hey, does that student need a job?
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
looking, everybody's hiring,
Yes.
and we love hearing that they want our students.
Yes.
So that's a really great opportunity and representation of what kind of education they're getting, I think.
Awesome.
So
Ladies, as we get ready to wrap everything up, is there anything that we're missing? Anything you want to cover before we get out of here?
Just if you're a student who's interested in any of the allied health programs, please feel free to reach out to any of the directors or any of the faculty. We would be just more than willing to assist you. If you're unsure, come by, Allied Health, and we'll take you on a tour. Get a hold of the admissions office. There's just so many avenues that you can, seek out and reach out for help if you're interested.
Yeah, there we go. And I am going to put up the admissions contact information here in just a little bit. So if you are a student or if you are a counselor or an educator and you want more information on the nursing program, get a hold of us and we'll put you in contact with the Allied Health Department. Just, if you're looking for nursing, like these lovely ladies right here at the table today, or if you're looking for respiratory therapy, surgical technology, medical lab technology, we can help you get in touch with whoever you need to. So, ladies, I think that's about it for today. I thank you guys for coming in.
Well, thank you
Thank
for
you.
having
for
us.
having us.
All right. And that is going to do it for us right now, and we will see you next time.